welcome to the first episode of SharkTankJV.com. I am your host, William Mears, and we have Valerie Duval, a partner of mine on SharkTankJV.com. Seth Bias will not be here with us this evening. He actually has a medical emergency, so thoughts and prayers go to him. And we're going to get this thing started. We've got a heck of a night, planned out for you guys. Let's make sure that you guys can hear us okay. Can you put a 1 in the box really quickly? Let us know that you can hear us okay. Okay, crystal clear. Very good. Perfect. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce each shark and they're using their bio, and from there we're going to go one by one on the vendors. When you see your bio being introduced, get ready to present. Hopefully you have all your browsers and presentations up, whatever you have to present this evening, ready to go for these guys. We don't want to waste any time when it comes to presenting here. So make sure you have everything ready to go. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. So a couple of things of housekeeping here. Here's a disclaimer for you. All offers are from the Real IM Industry investors. Okay, they're made to Real IM Industry vendors with zero liability on the deal the deals that are made to SharkTankJV.com, its owners, members, and viewers. We have a total of, actually not X, which would be Roman numeral 10. We actually have 5 projects up for review tonight. The offer accepted between sharks and vendor wins. Okay, the offer that's accepted. And each vendor has no more than 5 minutes to present initially. There's an unlimited time frame on making a deal, making an offer, and questions about the presentation. So keep that in mind. Use your 5 minutes wisely. Okay, so from here, are there any questions from anyone at this point before we jump in and get started on this? All right, perfect. Not seeing anything. Great. Here we go. So the first shark that we have online with us tonight is Brad Spencer. And Brad is a 4-year internet marketing veteran who specializes in micro products as well as joint ventures. He's specifically looking for entry-level products to build funnels around. And Brad has an eye for building funnels that use other people's products to create win-win-win joint ventures and launches. He's looking forward to helping a few super focused and honest marketers go to the next level. Brad, you want to say hey?
Hey, how's it going?
Right on. Brad Spencer.
Started out with the best, I think. Other than that, yeah, I'm good. Glad to be here, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Right on, right on. We look forward to having you on the show here and seeing what comes of it. Absolutely. The next up, we've got Robert Stukes. Robert Stukes is the founder of Daredevil Marketing, a very widely known brand, and has been a web-based entrepreneur since 2004, and has been heavily involved with affiliate marketing, product creation, joint venture brokerage, lead generation, and search engine optimization, as well as other facets of web-based business. So welcome, Robert Stukes.
Thanks for having me. What it is, what it does.
Right on. All right. So here we got E. Brian Rose. E. Brian Rose is actually a longtime internet marketer with a background in radio and television. In 2010, he began working on a concept for a more marketing-friendly affiliate network. 1 year later, he partnered with well-known Brian Zimmerman and Chad Castleman to launch JVZoo.com. In less than a year, JVZoo has become one of the top online affiliate networks responsible for millions of dollars in commissions being paid to affiliates. And the site continues to set the bar with new features and improvements being released monthly. Welcome, E. Brian Rose.
Hey, thanks. Glad to be here. I was really going to say what it is, what it does, but since somebody else said that, I'll just say hello.
EBR, you look so angry in that picture. Are you angry that you're on the Shark Tank tonight?
The actual image of me right now is the exact opposite of that picture. I am smiling from ear to ear.
Right on. Because it looks
like radio voice.
Yeah, it looks like somebody just lost their job in that picture.
I'm going to say it anyway. What it is, what it does.
This shit's contagious.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, up next we have Ryan McKinney. Ryan is a 26-year-old internet marketer that runs 3 businesses. He has 2 offline businesses, and his third is online with product creation and coaching. He's had 6 in a row WSOs of the day and 1 product of the day, and has sold hundreds of thousands of dollars in WSO sales since the end of April. He once made a webinar in under 12 hours, having never sold anything on a webinar, and sold over $10,000 in coaching on that webinar in his first shot. Welcome, Ryan McKinney.
Now that's a bio.
Man, I wish I was.
Hey guys, what's going on? Super.
Rymac.
Hey, well, you hang out with me enough, and you'll be that cool. What's up, Al? I feel like I'm on. I feel like I'm in the Shark Tank right now. Really excited to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys. Good to have you. Okay, next up, we have Dr. Ben Atkins. Dr. Ben has been building. Yeah, he's built a successful 6-figure offline business for himself using only Facebook marketing. He then started working on other businesses to do the same, as well as making money doing niche marketing on Facebook. After that, he built a successful info product business by talking about the techniques that he uses to make money online for himself and offline businesses. Welcome, Dr. Ben Atkins.
Hey. How's it going?
Apparently you're getting catcalls. Apparently you look good in a suit, Dr. Ben.
Nice. Can't beat that.
No, nothing from the peanut gallery. Wow, everybody's
Man, I know. I was.
What it
All in
is,
awe.
I heard
what
he
it
breaks.
does.
I hear he breaks backs. That's why I'm scared of him. I don't want to take him back.
Nice.
I love it. Love it. All right, next up is Anthony on the call. I don't know if Anthony is or not. He may or may not be. I think he said he was going to be on a little bit later. Anthony Aries. Anthony first came onto the Warrior Forum in May of 2011, and since then has been a prolific product producer and affiliate. He's gone on to sell over 20,000 WSOs as a product creator and over 16,000 WSOs as an affiliate and JV partner. So welcome Anthony Aries to the call.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Bless you. All right. So from here, we've got another guy that I'll mention. His name is James Sides. James Sides is an entrepreneur and internet marketer from Southeast Missouri with a background in sales and finance management, not too far from my own hometown. James started online marketing in October 2005 after losing thousands of dollars in the shady MLM industry. And in late 2010, he went full-time with online marketing after cracking the code to niche marketing. In early 2011, James was introduced to the Warrior Forum, where he began selling his own products. A few months later, around July 2011, he pushed the bar with one of the highest-grossing launches ever on Warrior Forum up to that point with his smash hit Tube Spy, cracking over $52,000 in front-end gross at just 50% commission in the first 72 hours. Nowadays, James is fully focused on his forum, forumspecialoffers.com, his affiliate network, productpay.com, and mobile apps, more specifically mobile games for iOS and Android. Welcome, James Sides.
What's up, guys?
Yay.
Good to have you.
Yay! I feel like I need some more pizzazz or whatever.
Yeah. I'm looking at my bio thinking, gosh, mine's longer than everybody else's.
Very long.
James has a lot to say.
Clearly the most important thing
Always.
here.
Clearly. The sharkest.
All right, so first up on the vendors, let's unmute the mic here really quickly. I want you guys to meet Mark Hultgren. MKW Industries was formally incorporated in 2005, and since that time has created several ongoing memberships, training programs, and hundreds of WordPress blogs, both standalone and networked or MU versions, including BuddyPress, Wishlist, and S2 member-based WordPress membership sites. He currently owns close to 250 domains with 95% running a WordPress blog. He's taken a site from non-existence to an Alexa ranking of under 300,000 worldwide in less than 6 weeks using WordPress. It even provided live training to over 15,000 attendees in various cities across the U.S., such as Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, Denver, Albuquerque, Miami, Phoenix, Denver, and Aurora, Illinois, on social media, social networking, and software use and development. Welcome, Mark Hultgren.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Hi, Mark.
Welcome, Mark.
What up, Mark?
Get a haircut.
Uh-oh. We lost Mark.
Okay, so Mark, you have
There we go. There he is.
you have the screen, Mark.
Okay. Well, my pitch is, and it's not in competition with you, Dr. Ben. It would actually be a add-on for you, because FB Money for You is Facebook, YouTube, and WordPress all combined, connected to each other using apps, plugins, and teaching people how to make the best use of all three of them. So it's a training strategy and services for offline marketing professionals, bringing them up to a premium service level instead of a image swapper.
Okay.
So, come on. Definition: provide top quality technical training and tools to create premium offline marketing service providers. My financial projection: I'm bumping the price at every 50 members with a 1,000 member cap. First 50 at 19, then 37, 47, 67, and 97. Shows the breakdown. Currently, I'm offering 50% commissions, 100% every other sale, similar to JVZoo. Net profit at 1,000 members would be $55,965 per month. And like it says, it's an evergreen product, because as new changes happen on Facebook, YouTube, and WordPress, we will incorporate those into our bi-weekly webinars. The market approach: we're using a sideways sales letter. Bid one, authority; two, show what's in the members area, the private Skype room, the private Facebook group, the members area; three, show stats on offline business marketing; and then four, the membership model and how many slots are available before the price increase. Videos 1, 2, and 3 will include a multimedia PDF, a 10-message email series, and then to get them interested, we're offering a custom PSD timeline graphics package as part of page 4. In the back end, we've got affiliate products for sale, custom application programming, which myself and 2 other programmers that I have on staff would provide the programming for the Facebook apps, affiliate links throughout the members area in the Facebook group, and then every week we will be publishing a product special in the Skype room. So we'll be picking up some back-end sales. Purpose of the funding: $5,000 is what I'm requesting, $500 for the vendor fee, $1,000 to have the 10 email series created, and $2,500 for pay-per-click, and $1,000 for promotional graphics, banners, and email slides. The return: 25% of the net profit until 3 times your investment has been repaid. And I'll be using Dolabo to track all sales and funds. My qualifications: I've been online 10 years, the last 7 as a corporation. I do custom PHP programming, Facebook, used to do the FBML. I've got a solid understanding and use of Dolabo and Dolabo integrations through their API. My social presence online and social networks, currently I think I have close to 50 social apps or Facebook apps on Facebook, and I manage almost 200 Facebook pages. So I know Facebook well, and I've got a full understanding of the Open Graph functionality, even though I can't spell.
All good.
And like I said in the bio, I operate over 200 blogs, semi-autopilot, and the 40 Facebook apps. my expected drop rate of the membership, I figure 5% per month due to funding, and another 5% due to lack of interest and tire kickers or copycatters, people that want to get in, get as much as they can, and then get out and try and rebuild it. Exit strategy, once I reach the 500 members, we may offer it for sale at $125K. You know, when we get 500 members and maintain that level for 3 months. And then I've got all the stats, Google Trends, Facebook and YouTube still showing strong trends. Keyword competition, there's still some good low competition keywords available. Pay-per-click rates, I can still get around 280,000 views at under $4 a click. Here's a copy of the trends. This is one of my squeeze pages, the first in the series. Let's see, the members area.
Let's go ahead and open the floor, since we're showing screenshots and stats.
Hey, Mark, if you don't mind, I'd like to kind of kick this off. I've got some comments that I want to make.
Okay, who am I talking to?
This is E. Brian Rose. Thanks for that presentation. The first thing that I want to say is, and this is kind of a moot point, the first thing, I have no idea what the benefit of the buyer is to this. I didn't get a real clear picture as to what they're getting and why they need it. So I really don't know what the buyer is joining this membership site for. The second thing is, you really lost me when you said up to $15,000 return on investment. You know, if I'm going to put $5,000, and I'm not saying I'm going to give you $5,000, but if I were to give you $5,000, I certainly wouldn't want you saying.
It's 10.
Was it 10,000 that you're asking for?
No, 5.
Yeah, 5. And then you said the maximum return on my investment would be $15,000, and that's a deal breaker right there for any deal that I'm going to risk $5,000 into. So it was kind of a moot point that you gave the exit strategy that you want to sell for $125,000 because us as the investor would be cut out of that deal anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, like I said, you know, I just brought the deal, so what are you offering then, or what would you prefer to see?
Well, right now, I'm not.
I
Yeah,
want to
go
know
ahead.
what it is.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was going to say.
I just want to know what exactly what EBR said, and this is Dr. Ben, by the way. I just want to know exactly what the benefit to a buyer or a subscriber to this is, because I missed that as well.
Well, the main thing is they're going to be a premium service provider instead of an image swapper.
What does that mean necessarily?
There's a lot of offliners out there that are, you know, they go out, they sell a service, and essentially do very little more than swap out the image for their timeline cover. You know, they may add an app, but this training will teach them how to develop the app itself, a custom app.
They're learning to build apps.
That will be part of it.
Okay.
You know, we'll be creating apps. We'll be, you know, connecting the three-way connection between YouTube, Facebook, and WordPress.
I still have no idea what they're going to get. Mark, thanks for the presentation. I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark, I mean, like, man, I'm hardcore Facebook, and, you know, I'm out there doing this as well in the offline world also, and I'm a Facebook, you know, service provider to a lot of offline businesses. I really I still don't understand what you're teaching people and what if someone because if I tell somebody I'm going to give them this much money per month as a subscriber, I need to know what I'm getting out of it. What are my benefits for being a member?
Well, you get the biweekly live webinars. You get live support through the Skype room. You get tools, services, many of them free, available online
Mark,
to provide the services. Yes.
Mark, I want to help you out here because I think we're in a miscommunication gap here in the middle. What you're telling us is a lot of like what's going to happen, sort of like from a features perspective, and what we're trying to get at is like if I were to be a subscriber for your site, right? And say I'm a new person, and let's build the avatar of who your customer is, which is probably a newer marketer who's not very experienced and everything like that. This kind of stuff is obligations, like a bi-weekly webinar. Yeah, that's great and everything, but that's not going to change my life right now. That's what we're trying to get at, is to see like how is this different than a million other things that they're going to be hit with all the time as a new marketer. I think that's what we're trying to get at. Is frame the offer, not like a list of what they're going to be getting from that. That's kind of where I'm at listening to you, is I see a lot of features, I see what you're giving them somewhat, but then I also don't see how that ties into someone who's new, because there's a lot of stuff that you're talking about that I've never done. Like I've never done Facebook apps. I've never coded anything like that before. And if you're telling me that, that's all well and good, but I don't see how that's going to change my life. So I guess that's kind of where we're at, and what EBR and Ben are trying to say, and I'm sure I can speak for some of the other people on the panel. That's kind of the framework that we're trying to get at.
To interject one last thing for you, Mark, before you present again, make sure that you're benefits oriented here. People are looking for exactly what makes your offer stand out, how this is going to help someone succeed in Facebook, YouTube, and WordPress. So I would start there.
Okay. Well, the people that go through the seminar series would come out as the premium service provider in their area.
But see, what I'm saying is like, if I've never done this before, Mark, and I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm trying to help you here. I hope that comes across. Is that you say that we're going to be a premium service provider, and like I'm trusting you on your word, because I don't figure you'd come on here and tell us otherwise. But at the same time, like from an offer perspective, how do I sell that? I mean, you tell me I'm a premium service provider. That's a statement. That's a feature. Like, oh, you're going to become it. And assuming that we believe you, and we being the consumer that is going to be buying this, that's a statement of trust. So, but still, that doesn't change anything. Like, does that mean that I can charge, $2,000 or $1 bazillion an hour to get stuff? I mean, I used to own a deli. If someone came in and said that they were a premium service provider in the Winter Garden area, I'd laugh them right out the door, because I know that's marketing. So you coming from a brick and mortar background, what can you show me as a student, and this is how you want to sell it to your students so they can sell it to somebody else. Just I think will help you sell this thing and make a lot more money with it than what you've got right now.
Well, here is a page that I threw up today or yesterday, and this is just one of the pages that we're going through, but I'll be using this as one of the training platforms. So Brad said deli.
Yeah, I used to own a deli.
Hey.
On a more sexy level,
Can I break it down real quick? I guess what we're looking for, Mark, is I want to know, like, when I go in, when I'm trying to sell a product, I try to get it down to a sentence. Like, I want you to be able to tell me, as an offliner, if I join your membership, that I'm going to be able to charge $500 per month for the service that people sign up for, and I'm going to make it extremely easy for you to sell this to them after you go through our training.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. I want an elevator pitch.
Yeah.
An elevator pitch.
Right, and if you hit us with a good elevator pitch when we get started, then it paints the whole thing, and then I can go into understanding, what the other pieces are. But like, that's what I'm missing. I don't exactly know what somebody coming through your training is trying to be able to achieve. And when you say premium provider, the problem is most of these people that need to go through your training don't understand what a premium provider is anyway. So that's where they're going to get lost. So I mean, like I said, man, I'm very interested in what you're doing, but like I don't understand it enough to even think about investing in it. So that's kind of where I'm at, brother.
Okay. Well, it's you can look. I've got screenshots during the webinars of other services where they're charging $1,800 and $400 a month for providing these services. So I use those during the freebie webinars because I like talking graphically instead of speaking, because a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Let's try this. Hey, Mark, gun to your head, okay? One sentence. What is your offer? What are you offering someone? If you're selling me something, one sentence, what is it?
Learn how you can make $200 to $400 an hour providing a high quality service to offline business owners.
Okay, that doesn't tell me about
What service?
Right, what service? Yeah. Now you didn't even mention the fact that you're using Facebook, YouTube, and WordPress. I think again what's missing here, and everybody's kind of pointed this out, and I think you might have even lost EBR on this point, is that you're not clearly enunciating what someone's going to get when they come in. Telling us about Skype Masterminds and webinars, this, and they're going to be able to offer services. Okay, show me. I guess maybe the best way is some kind of a case study or something where it's like, hey, listen, this guy went out and took what I have here in front of you, was able to take a complete newbie on Facebook and YouTube or even the internet in general and get him X amount of dollars, okay, something like that, and explain what services you're offering specifically. What are the benefits of those services? Is this something I'm not going to learn anywhere else? Is it unique? You said Facebook apps. You're piquing our curiosity with apps. Apps are big. Tell me more about the apps end. What are you doing with that?
We'll be digging into Facebook's Open Graph technology on how to segment your list and build your demographics before the people even sign up to your fan page.
Okay. Okay, so based on this, do we have any offers on the table?
I'm not interested in it. I'm not an offline guy anyway, but I'm still pretty confused about what it is. This is Jay.
Yeah, I'm out on this one.
Yeah, dude, I wish you the best, and it sounds like you've got a whole lot of stuff there, but until you can really put it into like a concise way of actually what your benefit is right now to the customer and everything, like I can't go to my customers, I can't get a warm and fuzzy about the whole thing until the actual person behind it can actually give me a more concise definition. I'm afraid I'm out too, but I wish you the best of luck.
Hey, Mark, the fact that you couldn't really articulate to us what the program was the second factor why I'm passing on it. The first, again, like I said earlier, you can't cap a $5,000 investment at a $15,000 return. It's just not the juice isn't worth the squeeze there, so I'm out. Sorry.
That was just an offer,
All right, good luck to you, man.
So you're saying you expect the counter then, is that it?
Well, yeah, I'm open to counters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, who's in still? Brad Spencer, do you want to make an offer?
I'm going to have to pass on an offer, and I'll tell you why I'm passing, is because I feel like you just went to Whole Foods and got a whole bunch of all-natural, really awesome ingredients to bake the world's best wedding cake, and I'm still not sure what kind of cake you're going to make. Whether it's a red velvet or just a flat-out cake. That's kind of like the position that I'm in. I guess that's the easiest metaphor.
I'm sorry, am I allowed to laugh?
Yes, you're allowed to laugh.
I was risking that metaphor. I was risking that metaphor with EBR.
That was worth the price of admission right there.
It's a cream-filled pineapple upside-down cake.
Okay. All right. Well, I knew I was going to get a lot of shit from everybody on the call for using that metaphor, but hey, it works. It gets the point across.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. I wish you the best, but I'm also out.
Okay.
All right.
That leaves Ryan McKinney.
Yeah, no, I
He's
said
still
about
picking
2 minutes ago
himself
that
up
I was
on the
out.
floor.
Yeah, I was out at
Gotcha.
like $5,000 investment.
Gotcha. Okay. Right on. Okay. Well, Mark, unfortunately, everybody is out here. We don't have anybody that's going to take you up on your offer here, and so
All right.
we're going to move on to the
I'm
next
still
one.
open for JVs too, so.
Absolutely. I'm sure
Thanks,
everybody
Mark.
will
Welcome
keep that in
sign up.
mind.
And thank you all very much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Mark.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are moving on to the next person in line, and I would like you guys to meet Buford Mobley. Buford is actually an online entrepreneur who's been marketing online for a year and a half. After chasing shiny objects as most newbies do, he settled on mobile as his main niche. He's launched a total of 2 WSOs in the mobile niche. The second, Easy Mobile Video, received a WSO of the Day award, and he's done all this while holding a full-time day job. His immediate goals are to establish himself as the go-to mobile marketer online and to become a full-time mobile marketer by the end of 2012. Now, Buford is married with 2 children. Imani, his daughter, is 18 and a freshman in college, and Dante, his son, is 8 and just entered the 3rd grade. Please meet Buford Mobley.
Hey, Buford. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
We can hear
Yeah.
you.
You're on.
Okay, great. My project is WordPress Mobilosity.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I think we lost the screen.
Yeah, I'm transferring screen over to Buford.
There he
Okay,
is.
can everybody see it?
There
Yep.
we go.
Okay, my project is WordPress Mobilosity, and hold on, I'm having a, oops, I can't get my, there we go. Okay, the goals to my launch is to establish myself as the go-to mobile marketer in the online space, establish myself as an innovative and trustworthy marketer in the JV community, and launch myself away from the dreaded 9 to 5.
Cool.
So what is WordPress Mobilosity? Well, it's a video tutorial course designed specifically for online marketers that teaches them how to reach, engage, and market to their mobile audience. The course not only provides theory, but uses concrete examples in the delivery of the course. Subjects covered will be mobile websites, mobile apps, mobile list building, running a mobile business from WordPress, and also WordPress security, because that's very important in the mobile space now. Concrete examples that I plan to use in my launch is my course will be delivered on a responsive WordPress theme, which means that anybody can view my course whether they're on their smartphone, their tablet, their connected TV, their desktop, their laptop, and it will all display perfectly. I also have a portion of the course will be delivered by an optional mobile app that they can download and get to their phone. During the launch, the early bird list will have a SMS list and an email list. Now, who is WordPress Mobilosity for? First of all, it's for anybody who uses a WordPress site. It doesn't matter if you're into SEO, Kindle, dog training, dating. Anybody who markets online needs to be getting into mobile and needs to learn how to use their sites to engage their mobile audience. It's also for offline marketers, although I say it's mobile for online marketers. After all, offline marketers teach local businesses how to market online, so they need to know how to market their own business in the mobile space online, because if they don't, how can they teach a local businessman to do the same thing? So it works for online and offline marketers. Price points from $12.47 to $17 on a dime sale, offering 60% commission. I plan to have a mobile app that JVs can download with a bump code if they download the mobile app to get 75% commission. The way I want to market the launch is basically the first mobilized launch on the affiliate platforms. There will be a mobile app for JVs, leaderboard updates, contest updates, launch updates done through push notifications within the app. And by using the launch itself, I want to demonstrate what mobile can be for online marketers and also demonstrate the limitations of mobile as it currently is. Okay, as I mentioned before, the early bird list will have a text message list and an email list. 1 hour before the launch, I do want to do a live broadcast from my Facebook page. In that live broadcast, the people on the early bird list can text to win prizes. We'll have pre-launch texts and emails to drive traffic to my Facebook page. And the reason it's very important to drive traffic to the Facebook page is on the back end will be my membership site, Mobile Solutions for Online Marketers. And that will be a Facebook membership that's run from my Facebook page. It'll cover all aspects of mobile for online marketing. There's a lot of stuff on the Warrior Forum, JVZoo, Product Pay about selling mobile to offline businesses. There's very little as to how you can use mobile in your online marketing business. Now, in this membership, we'll have bi-monthly masterminds, live masterminds. The recordings will, of course, be in the members area. Price point initially will be $17 a month, paying 50% recurring commission to affiliates. And the content will include mobile video, mobile apps, mobile websites, mobile SEO, QR codes, mobile affiliate marketing, mobile CPO, mobile and social, and a lot more, everything geared toward using your online marketing to engage your mobile audience. My budget, basically, I'm asking for $1,000, $125 to do sales and squeeze videos, $100 for sales page, $250 for JV Facebook, $150, excuse me, for JV Facebook banners, $100 for Warrior Forum banner, $200 for solo ads, and the rest for any miscellaneous charges that come up. And I really want to tell you guys thank you. It's an awesome opportunity for me to pitch in front of you, and I really appreciate the opportunity.
All right, who wants to take the floor first? Let's hear from Brad Spencer.
Sorry, I had to take care of something with the deli. I'm just playing.
You were getting some cake, weren't you, Brad?
I don't feel like I'm the right person for this. Buford, I can tell you put a lot of time into this. I think that's great, and I'm not the right person, so I'm out just because it's not a fit for my business. I don't feel like I can help you as much as you deserve.
Okay, thank you.
Let's hear some
Are we still
input.
going in alphabetical order?
Yeah, let's do an alphabetical.
Okay.
Let's do Dr. Ben Atkins.
And I act like I don't know what my name is.
No, he was just waiting to see. He's just waiting to see.
Wait.
Alphabet.
Why does Dr. Ben get first shot at every one? Just because it's
Because that's how I roll.
Alphabetical.
Actually,
alphabetical.
Brad Spencer gets the shot. Yeah.
Whatever.
Right, exactly.
Better give Ryan first shot at something.
Well, what I liked about
you.
this presentation is I like that you kind of gave me a frame initially. Like it was like your first or second slide where you told me exactly what this was about and what people could learn from this.
Absolutely.
I guess I have a couple questions just right off the bat of when someone comes out of this course, because I really want to refine this down. When they come out of this course, What is it that they're going to absolutely be able to do? Because I want to drive that point home. Because you have it on your slides, but I want to hit that. When they come out of this course, they go through your course, what can they do that they couldn't do before?
They can have a mobile website that engages their audience, that displays perfectly. They'll have 2 or 3 ways to do that, depending on what goals they want to accomplish. If they want to use mobile apps to engage their audience, they'll be able to do that. If they want to build text message lists, they'll have an idea of the best services they can use for online marketing and what features they need to look for in a text provider. They'll have an enhanced sense for WordPress security, something which I never paid much attention to until 3 of my sites got hacked, and you know, all of us use WordPress, and most of us use WordPress, and that's something that's very important. And it's also very important if you're transferring it to your mobile, because hackers are now going to mobile. So if you can keep your WordPress site secure, you're going to be able to keep your phone much more secure. They'll be able to actually engage their mobile audience, which right now may be 10% of their traffic, but we all know in 3 or 4 years it's going to be 60-70% of their traffic. So it gives them a jump to be able to market to, engage, and attract a mobile audience.
Okay, good. So I mean, like, really what you're doing here, and I just want to make sure that I'm correct, and is you are providing anybody that's wanting to do any sort of mobile marketing, whether that means mobile websites or text marketing, SMS marketing, you're wanting to give them kind of the leg up and get them going in the right way.
Yes, but it's not just in mobile marketing, text marketing. It's, well, I mean, it is, but I'm saying it if
online and offline.
Somebody is saying, yes, on and offline. If somebody say they have a dog training site, well, they're going to have a lot of mobile visitors eventually, so they need to know how to have their dog training website, or maybe there's a web, an app that they can have to, market dog training products to their customers. So no matter what niche they're in or what they do online, they're going to have to be able to translate that to their mobile audience in the future, and they're going to have to do it more and more. Maybe it's not a necessity today, but we all know a year or 2 years from now it's going to be an absolute necessity. And those, the early adopters win.
All right. Well, I got whoever's typing, you're killing me. No, I'm just kidding. But whoever, I got a question for you, man, and this is probably my last question for you. Is what kind of partnership are you willing to offer, as far as monetary splits plus also split on the list on this?
I'm willing to offer 50% of the monetary split. As I said before, my goals are not to make it all in this launch. My goal is to establish myself as an expert in the online mobile space, and to partner with someone who frankly has more resources and knowledge than I do that can help me go to that next level. So I'm willing to go 50-50.
Okay. I'm thinking, but while I'm thinking, if anybody else has any questions, please go ahead. I do have one more. Sorry. Would you be willing to change the name of the course?
The WordPress Mobilosity?
Yeah.
Yes, if there's a better name that works. Yes.
All right, so it's an agreement, but okay. All right, sorry, EBR, go ahead, man.
I know I think I'm jumping out of turn here, and I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say this while you just said it. Hey, Buford, thanks for the presentation, first of all, and I took some notes that I want to share with you. But you just said something that kind of threw me for a loop. You just said the goal is not to make it on this product, yet you're asking us to give you money for this product. and that kind of threw me for a loop. You want to kind of reiterate what you meant there?
Yes, I probably said that inartfully, as a politician would say. My goal is absolutely to make money. I guess my point was I wasn't, you know, when Dr. Ben asked me what kind of split I was looking at, my point was I wasn't looking to just pay the minimum fee and the 5%, so that I could make all the money.
All right. Well,
I'm explaining that well.
Yeah, I've got a couple of notes for you. And first of all, I kind of disagree with Dr. Ben. I think it's a great name. I like Mobilosity because it is very brandable. You know, when you were giving your breakdown of where the money was going to go, you had $100 for a Warrior Forum banner, and you know that's a one-day thing for $100, one-day banner, and the reason that I bring that up specifically is because that's 10% of the investment that you're asking for. So I don't think you've really thought out a good marketing plan for the $1,000. I would have liked to have seen you include some tools, like maybe some software, mobile themes, apps. You said that you talk about where the best places to go for your text providers are, that you're going to teach them that. Well, why not partner with one of these best places and make a special offer to the members so that you make, you know, additional revenue stream that way? It's just, as the course alone, to me that's not sexy. And, you know, I look for sexy products every day. I pick the JVZoo product of the day, and I'm always looking for things that are kind of the complete package. And this just doesn't seem like it's the complete package that's going to make it stand out from the 1,000,001 other courses out there on how to do this, how to do that, or how to crush it with this. And I think you'll do well with it. And I think you'll do, you know, if the course is as good as you say it is and includes everything that's there, I think you'll make your goal, which is, I think your goal here is to establish yourself as an authority figure, rather than make you know, this your windfall. And I think you can do that with this. And I wish you luck. But I'm going to say I'm out for the reasons that we just talked about.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you, Buford.
Thanks.
James Sides.
Yeah. Actually, I really liked the presentation, and I think Dr. Ben and EBR both kind of covered some of the questions that I had about it. You know, mobile obviously is something that is kind of close to my heart. That's where a lot of my investment's at right now. And I've done products in the past that had to do with, you know, SMS marketing and stuff like that. So I actually have software that would complement this course very well. So I'm kind of, you know, on the fence about it. I think I like the name too, actually. I thought it was a cool name. But, sorry, Ben. I mean, I don't really have any objections to it or anything. I think it's a product that you can take, especially if you're taking it to, you know, one of the forums. I think it's a product that, you know, you can find affiliates to promote. You can find customers to pick it up.
So do we hear an offer?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. You know, my biggest concern with it is kind of the price points. And, you know, the front-end price point especially, I always tell people, you know, if you're going, and this is just my opinion, but if you're going to go into double digits, you know, if you're going to crack $10, you might as well go to 17. If you're not going to crack $10, then stay under 10, you know, $9.97, $8, $9. But if you're going over 10, somebody's already stopping and they're having to think about this decision whether or not they want to spend double-digit money. And you can jump up to 17 and your conversions don't suffer that much. So I think if you are going to do with an information course only on the front end, I would stay under 10. If you package it and throw some kind of software in there with it, I think you could go right to $17 on a dime sub, run it, you know, 17 through 37. I'm kind of on the fence about it. You know, I think at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to let everybody else have their turn and see what they do. And if nobody else picks it up, you guys can come back to me on it.
Mr. Stukes, what it is, what it do.
Boom. What's going on, Buford? Clips and Grabs.
How you doing, Robert?
South Carolina boy. What's going on, man? Pretty good. Can you do me a favor? Can you back that thing up back to the screen where we're talking about money?
Okay.
Can you back up a screen or two? There we go. All right. Let's go through this real quick. Your budget: $125 for video sales squeeze, sales page $100. You got $100 for a Warrior Forum banner that's like for a day. This is where I question like the money you need. I want to know like what your thoughts like because a Warrior Forum banner, you get that for one day that's rotating with however I think it's 10 other people that particular day. I mean, have you tested that? The ROI. Why did you pick like one day for that? I just had this question.
I picked one day simply because the way that I have tested it, and the way that I ran my last launch, of course, was on the shoestring budget. Was I started out with the $100 and used profits from sales from my launch, and so I know you guys probably don't have to do that, but that's the way I had to operate to get on the forum, and I could have asked for more, and I probably should have or thought about it, but I was approaching this is the budget that I had before I came to to this program, so I didn't change it for this program. Perhaps that was a mistake on my part.
No. I was just trying to get into your head. So basically, what it is you were just basically looking to like that whole Warrior Forum banner to be like a self-liquidating promotion, which basically it just okay. And then solo ads, $200. I just wanted to know where you kind of were coming from with the solo ads, and what your experience with solo ads and stuff like that. Like basically, all right. Before I even get into that question, how like stringent are you on this budget right here? Say that if you brought somebody in, a shark as a partner, and they had some better ideas or some better resources on maybe how to allocate funds, or basically not even worry about some things where where you go after the bigger issue, the bigger fish, and kind of leave the small fish as far as traffic alone. Would you be open to that?
Absolutely. I like I said, I planned this budget as if I was launching it by myself with no help. And as I mentioned in my bio, I've got a daughter who's a freshman in college, and the tuition bill just killed me. So
is she going to Clemson too?
No, she is at Elon in North Carolina.
All right, cool. Well,
she's smarter than I was.
I tell you what. I love the name. Like, I don't know. Personally, I love the name. It's got a great, brandability about it, if that's a word. I'm interested, but I'm gonna sit here and mull over it a little bit. I'm more interested if in what basically you're interested in. Is like a partner? Are you interested in an investor? And you kind of run with the show. I would be more interested as a partner, and that would be kind of my way to do it. Whereas I can like call you up and say, hey Buford, let's do it like this. You know what I mean? And I've been here, kind of done this before, and we would rap on the phone and kind of right the ship and steer it on a good course and everything.
Well, I am definitely looking for a partner. That's why I appreciate this opportunity. Sometimes for us getting started, it's hard to connect with guys like you guys, and that's why I'm here.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to pass it over to Ryan, and I'm gonna pass it off like James did, and sit here and kind of mull on it for a minute.
All right,
Okay.
I'm normally not this patient of a person, but I've been very patient. I've been skipped alphabetically, awesomely, every which way. Buford, what's up, brother?
How you doing, Rymac?
I'm doing great, man. All right, so I got a few questions for you. A lot of them were covered. One thing that stuck out to me, which I think is very smart of you, is you're saying you want to build a brand to be like the mobile guy. I see like 3 or 4 products in this right here. You're not going to build a brand on one product. So would you be able to chop this up you're into like 2 to 4 more products. Because you have SMS, you have online, mobile, offline. You know, have you thought of that before?
I hadn't really. I've kind of got the WordPress Mobilosity into my head, but that is an excellent idea.
It's just sort of like what I did with the offline Legion like brand. Instead, I see a handful of products in this. I don't just see one product. And just like the other guys, just one in which you're interested in. And I have 2 more questions. The first one is for the offline part of it.
Yes.
Do you teach lead generation, as in how to actually contact offline clients and get in touch with them, or is it just how to perform a service?
No, I don't teach lead generation. You know, there's so much in the Warrior Forum, JVZoo, product page space about that, and that's really not my area of expertise. Mainly, I'm trying to establish myself as the mobile guy for online marketers, and of course, those skills will transfer offline. But I see where I believe there's a little void is there's all kind of products about lead generation and obtaining clients, and a lot of people go out there and get clients, but they really don't know what to do with them when they get them. They don't really understand mobile and the limitations of mobile, and you know, it's harder for them to really keep clients if they don't understand how to actually, you know, do mobile campaigns and to build mobile websites, you know, so forth.
Yeah, I think what you did with I like the JV push notification thing. I think that's really cool. You know, I downloaded the app hell for 15% bump too. For now, all of these things you're talking about develop, like these apps and these sites, do you have, I think this was covered, but there's really no software tied in here. You just go and basically say, go to this site, like do the mobile, or this one for this. You're just basically using your product as a resource, like a shortcut, like a cheat sheet to find these providers based on
yes, and,
what?
As an example, the app portion of the course is actually showing how they can take a WordPress site and make an app out of it. So, you know, then, you know, there again, we're talking about the online focus for mobile. You know, when people have a you know, WordPress blog, or, you know, a, you know, sales page where they're selling a product on their site, well, they can actually make the entire site, the entire WordPress site, a mobile app. And, you know, if you can get on somebody's phone, you're in their personal space, and you can really engage them and market to them. And that's the theory behind it. It's not about mobile apps per se. Mobile apps in general are going to be covered in the Facebook membership that's on the back end.
Okay, all right. Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Lead generation in my offline business in mobile, I crush selling mobile websites, and I have my own methods in my own business. I'm willing to do a mobile product just for offline, not online, and I'll do 50-50 net and take a copy of the list.
Buford, you have an offer on the table from Ryan McKinney.
Okay. Now, you said you'd be willing to do a mobile. I'm sorry, you said the mobile.
It'd have to be strictly for it. Okay, it'd have to be strictly for offliners, teaching offliners. I like whatever this is, showing how to take a WordPress site and make an app. So what I see is taking offline clients, already WordPress sites, or current clients or new clients, and then making an app for them. Is there a cost involved in that process? I think that's a cool sounding process, and I can make this product a little bit more fuller with an actual lead generation techniques on how to get the attention of the clients, and then we have a full product from this is how you get a client, this is how you close a client, this is the service that you're performing.
Okay. Now you're talking strictly for mobile websites or for mobile apps, or?
That's it. I'm just talking about what you said about turning WordPress sites into apps. Just that one process. I'm not. There's just so much going on here. Well, you know, we're just going to confuse people with a lot. In my mind, I don't want to do a product with all of this involved. I like what you said, and whatever it is you're saying, you're taking a mobile WordPress site and turning it into an app. I'm really interested in that and that service. And I'll even go as far as to sell it to my current clients so we have social proof.
Wow, that's a heck of an offer. I'm wanting to see if there's going to be a counter on that.
Okay. Do I have to accept that on the spot, or how does this work?
But Ryan, what would you wouldn't expect him to necessarily drop his other idea then? You just want to take one piece.
No. I want to take one piece, and I'll help you start building this mobile brand. But as far as I see in my specialties, I'm an offliner. I have 2 offline businesses. I understand what I can sell to clients, and I think I can sell this to clients. So, and I think that people can be taught to sell to clients too. So I'm not saying you have, like I said, you have 3 or 4 products in one. I just want to take a piece of your idea and make that a product. And, you know, if we do future things together, cool. If you go off on your own, cool. But I'm super interested in the WordPress into the app process and selling that to offline clients. You don't have to make a decision right now, but I would tell you, you know, 24 hours tomorrow night at 9 p.m., it's off the table.
Buford, you got you got a guy that's willing to take you the distance, and I don't know, man. I got to say, if I had an opportunity to partner with Ryan, I'd take it.
Actually, he doesn't have till 9 tomorrow night. He has this conversation, do or die, right now. And I don't see. I'm sorry to cut you on that, Ryan, but you know, we have to do that for the show. So, is there any other offer on the table, or is Ryan's offer the only one?
You know what?
Ryan's.
Actually,
Go ahead.
I'm listening to it, and I think Ryan's made an insane offer. I wouldn't be interested in trying to overcome that. What I will say is this: if you just want my advice, Buford, I think you should take Ryan's offer. I think you should run with it. He's an offline guy, and he's going to be able to push this thing a lot further than what you would on your own. In the future, I'll also let you know that I think what you have is really cool, and if you guys, if you want to do something on your own later on, I would always be open to you contacting me and let me take a look at what you have. But for right now, I think Ryan's the guy you should go with.
Can I say something too? Buford, I love this man. The only part about the name, damn it, guys picking on me, that I don't like is the WordPress part. But Buford, the thing is like for me to get involved with this, because I feel like the position I'm in is to make an investment into this and to only get 50%. And I feel like I'd be lending a lot to this. It would be really hard for me to make my money back on 50%. So I just got to say, what Ryan is offering you is amazing. So I can't beat it. I was going to throw you an offer on something, you know, possibly at taking 100% of the profits and giving you the list. But, I mean, I can't beat what Ryan's giving you. So I'm out.
My only suggestion would be to call it Deli Mobilosity, not WP Mobilosity. Just saying.
Okay, so Buford,
Well,
the offer on
Rymac,
the table is from Rymac.
We are in.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Hey, Buford,
Yeah.
This is Dr. Ben. You and Rymac, when you guys get this up and going, please hook me up with you know, the affiliate stuff and keep it on my radar because I am extremely interested in promoting. So
Same here.
I
have
appreciate
fun
that. And Dr. Ben, just to let you know, the membership on the back end is run by Babble Mob.
Good old Buford's got him some buttering skills.
Yeah.
Well, look, Buford. Right now, I'm actually out of town. I'll be back home tomorrow evening. But you have my Skype already, right? We've talked on Skype before in the past.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll talk more there. All right, brother.
Okay, I
Excellent.
appreciate it.
Congratulations, Buford.
Congrats, Buford.
Nice job, Buford.
Great job, Buford.
All right, so
Awesome.
excellent.
And what's
Congratulations.
Shane is making deals on the side.
Right? Hey, speaking of James, actually, we have a word from our sponsor, Product Pay. And we want to, you know, the Product Pay motto is actually, have you PP'd today? And actually, we came up, James actually has been working on this motto for the last 6 months. He's got a lot of submissions, from people. Gosh, why is everybody laughing? I don't get it. Anyway, a lot of submissions from users of Product Pay have come up with different slogans, and so I wanted to run through a few of them. Actually, one of the users said, when they first saw PP, it was heaven. Somebody actually quoted here, "My launch is in good hands. When I use PP, they never blow it." One thing's for sure, they never launch without PP. And if you really want to break out from the smaller stuff, set up a big PP launch. Somebody else said, "In PP we trust." I mean, these are some of these. So these are in contention, for the Product Pay motto here.
Every one of those is golden.
I don't know why everybody's laughing. I don't know why everybody's laughing. I love PP. I mean, you should too, right?
Oh my God! I feel like we're doing a caption contest.
Every one of those is a golden suggestion. I don't even know.
Our PP is bigger than the rest.
So which one goes on the T-shirt? That's what we got to figure out, is which one of those do we put on the T-shirt?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the real challenge there. So, also, do your launches bite? Don't be a sad shark. Just visit SharkTankJV.com, submit your project under the Vendors tab, and you'll be entered to be on the show. Wahoo! All right, so moving on. You guys ready for the next offer?
Yes.
Hey, are you guys seeing
Okay.
me type in the box?
No.
I have not seen you type in your box, no.
Now you've got to switch.
Wow, why is everybody laughing?
Hour 2 of the Shark Tank apparently gets dirty. So.
Yeah. Hey Val, you've got your chat on private. If you can switch that over to organizers only, you'll be good to go.
Thank you.
More than welcome. Okay, so everyone, I want you to meet Chris Lockwood. Chris Lockwood's been writing, publishing, and selling content on the web, such as ebooks and membership sites, since 2002. Has been completely unemployable since then. He's kept a low profile most of that time, although he often shows up at internet-related events and occasionally speaks at them. He used his experience with ebook publishing to actually break into the Kindle market, and so far, 3 of his Kindle books have been #1 bestsellers in their categories. He's also a private pilot and lives in sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. Please help me in welcoming Chris Lockwood.
Hey, Chris.
What's going on, man?
Everyone can hear me.
Yes, Sasha. Sasha's welcoming. Yep, there she
Welcome,
is.
Chris. I can't hear you.
That was an awkward
Chris, you
silence,
got your-
Chris.
It was. Chris, you got your mic on there?
Chris is doing his presentation in sign language today.
I don't know if you can. Can you hear me now?
There he is.
Did I get
There he is.
unmuted on that helps? That helps. All right. Well, thanks for having me on. My product is called Kindleology. It's a complete course in Kindle publishing. It's about 12 hours of online video delivered via a membership site. It started as an upsell to a WSO. It was originally a series of webinars that just grew and grew into a full course, and now it's a standalone product. And currently at 147, and my slideshow just went kaput. Hold on here. There we go. Can you see it?
Yes,
We can see it.
we're seeing it.
Yeah, hold on here. Let me switch over to it.
Hey, Chris,
There we go.
take your time, man. We've got all night.
Oh, that's painful.
No pressure. No
No,
pressure.
no. GoToWebinar popped up right in the middle of this. So anyways, it's currently at 147. Competing courses I've seen there's a couple around $1,000 and there's one around $597. There's not a whole lot in that price range that I'm aware of that's actually available right now. So I'll just go over this one quickly because you guys are pretty aware of this. The market, Kindle publishing is pretty hot now. Amazon's been selling more Kindle books than printed books since last year. They're selling millions and millions of Kindles, and they just announced several new Kindle models just a few days ago. So it's just going to get more and more hot more and more demand for the devices and for people wanting the information on how to publish on them. And there's also ebook readers from other companies like Barnes & Noble, Sony, Apple, and other companies. So this concept is not going away anytime soon. Think of smartphones. If the iPhone went away, people are still going to want a smartphone. If the Kindle went away, people are still going to want one of these ebook readers because they're kind of hooked on the idea of reading something on a portable device like that. So here's what's in the product, kind of an overview of some of the modules that are in there, and I can show you the actual site if you want to see it. But I've got a market overview that's called Kindle Foundation, kind of what's going on in the Kindle marketplace, how it's different from traditional ebook publishing. I've got an extensive module on niche research and selection, about 90 minutes of how to do that step by step. A lot of stuff about creating content with your books, how to write them, how to outsource them. Many different ways to benefit from Kindle beyond just the royalties that you get for book sales. Step by step how to format and publish. I get a lot of questions on that. A lot of people get hung up on how to actually do that. Pretty simple when you know how, if you follow the steps. Selling and promoting books, many ways to drive traffic and promote your book. I've got a bonus module there on how to publish printed books because a lot of people ask about that. And it's a good strategy to do along if you got a Kindle book that's long enough. Publish a printed version of it to go with it. It makes the Kindle book look more legitimate to some buyers. It gives you another product to sell. So I brought in someone to do a webinar on that. We did about 90 minutes on kind of a crash course on how to self-publish a printed book and get it up on sites like Amazon. I've got some case study interviews in there, a couple of PDF worksheets and checklists, and then I occasionally do live Q&A webinars to answer any questions that people have about every couple of months. So here's a sales history that's, like I said, this did start as an upsell to a WSO that was a series of webinars. So some people actually joined this before the first webinar started, and it took place over about 3 months. So since then, this product's been sold mostly via webinars with small groups. I'm talking like 20, 30 people. I've done them for even under 10 people. And so it's on webinars, it's typically converted at 20 to 30%.
Someone watching Sesame Street?
I don't know. I'm hearing kids talking. We have some young sharks on the call. So it's typically converted on webinars at 20 to 30%. The best one we did was 6 out of 9 people. I mean, it's hard to do many sales with 9 people on the call, but we sold 6. As an upsell to the WSO, it converted at an average of about 6.9%, which is kind of shocking because I didn't think my copy's that good, but some people responded to it. I think the potential market for this is bigger than just the IM space. It's not just people that want to start a business. There's a lot of people that are have always wanted to write something, or they're realizing that they can create a Kindle book in a small amount of time on the side. They just want to know how to do it. I know people personally that have published books that still have regular jobs and are not the traditional folks that are looking to start their own full-time business. They just did that on the side because they realized they had an interest in a certain topic or an expertise in it, and so they just created a Kindle book on the side to make some extra money. So I think there's a lot of people out there like that would be interested in publishing Kindle books if they can get their hands on the information on how to do it. I think this is really good timing in this product's life cycle because it's got a proven but small sales history. Don't get too excited when you see numbers here, but I knew somebody would ask, so we sold around 87 units. Because like I said, we did a handful of webinars for typically under 50 people at a time, and then some sales from when it was a WSO upsell. On some of these webinars, we offered people a choice of a one-payment plan or doing a full payment or doing a 3-pay plan. People are staying on the 3-pay plan. I've had a lot of them that made all 3 payments and stayed with it. I've only had one that canceled. Haven't had any complaints about getting billed again, which is shocking when you offer recurring billing on something to not have someone ask why they're being billed again. The vast majority of the marketplace has not heard of the product yet because unless you were on a webinar for it, which is just a few hundred people, or unless you bought the WSO, which was a couple hundred people, there's no way you would have heard of this because it hasn't been promoted any other way yet. So it's it's proven to sell. It's got enough sales, I think, to show that people like it, that it will sell, and that people stick with it. But the vast majority of potential buyers are not aware that it exists yet. And the fact that there's new Kindle models coming out and the upcoming holiday season don't hurt with this either. So this is what I'm seeking. I'm not looking for a cash investment. I'm looking for more of a partner than an investor. I think your investment is to help promote this to a wider audience. It's your connections and being able to hook me up with other people that will promote this, and also your expertise and advice in the best way forward with this, whether it's more webinars, a more traditional launch, a mix of that, or maybe something else I haven't considered. So this isn't like the TV show where I'm looking for X amount of dollars for a percentage. I'm just looking for a partner to help me out and give me some good advice, and I'm offering 50% in it for that. So that is my pitch. I do have the site up in another window if anybody wants to get an idea what it looks like, but it's all delivered in a membership format because I think that's easier for people to just log on and watch these videos online and not have to download hours and hours of video.
Chris, do what you just said. Can you show it like you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. While you're pulling that up, let's go ahead. We're going to go in reverse order, and Robert Stooks is up first.
You bastard.
What it is, what it do.
Yeah.
What is going on, Chris?
How you doing?
What it is, what it does. Hey, man, I used to live down in Tampa, so I was right across the bay for you in St. Pete.
Nice.
I love the name. Do you own the Kindleology.com?
No, I didn't want a domain with Kindle in it because it's probably a trademark, and I didn't want to get nasty letters from Amazon.
Right.
So I have the domain ebookpublishing101.com, which I've had for years and didn't do anything with, and I thought, I think I'll use that because that's close enough that I'll just work with that.
So right now, okay, you've sold, I just want to get this straight, you've sold a grand total of 86 copies, correct?
Yeah, 86, 87, somewhere in there, yeah.
And refresh me on the price point?
It's at $147 now. It started much lower for the people that got in when they were just signing up for the webinar series because it took them 10 or 12 weeks to get all the content because I was creating as I went.
And how long is the course? Is it a weekly course or do they get everything?
No, they get when they sign up, they get access to everything. Even if they choose the 3-pay model, they get everything right away.
What's your refund rate?
I've had maybe 4 refunds total.
Out of 86?
Yeah. So it's 4 or 5%, something like that.
And I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I finished.
Okay.
I said I have 4 or 5 out of 80 some.
I have a specific market that would just eat this alive.
Okay.
So
yeah, a little bit.
Like seriously, this is kind of right up my alley right here. But I don't want to seem too eager, dude, because
well, you kind of gave that away.
Really
what is the specific market, if I can ask?
Well, everybody, I have a whole list of people that are membership products. I've been doing, the whole content creation, membership products, information products for quite a long time now.
Okay, great.
It's kind of what I do. You know what I mean? Not to pat myself on the back or anything like that, but this is kind of right up my alley. It's why I'm interested.
Okay.
So basically, like you've done a couple of webinars, correct?
I've done maybe 5 or 6 of them, all mostly for pretty small audiences.
Okay. How did you get the traffic for those webinars? Did you like JV up or?
Yeah, the people promoted it to their list. I pretty much just went to people I know and said, hey, you want to do a webinar on this? And they said, sure, and promoted it, and that's the number of people they were able to get on there. I've even done one for a guy that was too shy to get on a webinar, so I said, well, I'll do it by myself if you'll promote it. And that was one of the best ones that I've done as far as sales.
You're seeing, okay, ebookpublishing101.com is your domain name?
Yeah.
And you're saying you're looking for more of a partner?
Yeah.
What's your end goal? What do you want to get out of this? Like, I know you have a course, you have a nice product and everything that sells for $147. What's your end goal? Just to push it,
in terms of number of sales or what?
Well, do you want to just roll it out until the wheels fall off? Do you want to funnel them up? Do you have like other products in mind that you want to partner in? Do you want to you know what I mean? Like if I were to make you an offer and be like, hey, I can promote this for you, I can bring you on board and we can do something together. I got a ready-made list in hand. Like I wouldn't want to just stop right there with this one thing. I'd want
right, and I have ideas for other stuff, and one of them is this monthly club that there's a placeholder for here, but it hasn't launched yet.
Right.
And that's like the interview of the month type thing, and I've recorded some of those. I just haven't started selling that yet. That's just one idea that I have that I'm going to be doing.
Well, you seem like a sharp guy. I love your presentation. You had stats. You had everything laid out for me. I would love to be your partner at 50%, but I'm the first guy to go. I hope I get a counter offer if somebody bids a little bit higher than me, but right now I'm good to go at 50% with that.
So here's the deal. There's an offer from Robert Stutz.
Oh, okay.
Offers can jump out of turn, by the way, Sharks.
Sure.
Questions go in turn. So are there any offers before we move on the questions order? Okay, guess not. So we're moving on to EBR.
Hey, I didn't catch if you. There's an echo. If somebody's got speakers on, they should probably.
Yeah, I've
turn it
noticed
off.
that. It's not me, I hope.
Okay. Chris, it was a good presentation.
Thanks.
Did you press play on that video? I stepped away for just a second. Could you do that? Yeah. Could you press play on one of these videos so that I can just see what the videos are? You know, I don't.
Yeah,
hear
a lot of them are PowerPoint type stuff.
And it's 12 hours of this. Okay.
Pause it so you don't hear it. Yeah, and I divided them up into, like, see, this one's like 12 minutes. So I divided it, I would have done maybe an hour and a half, 2 hour webinar and then divided it into shorter videos so that people can watch it in chunks so they can more easily navigate. Like this module was all one webinar, but it ended up being 11 videos because I think it's easier to go through it that way than to have just one video that's an hour and a half, 2 hours long or however. Easier for people to navigate and so forth. And I've done some enhancing to the video as well rather than just slap up the raw webinars. And some of these I just recorded on my own in addition to what was on the webinars for things where it didn't make sense to try to do it live.
Well, a couple of things, notes that I have. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that there's a market outside the IM space, and definitely is. A lot of people that would create a course like this would say, "Oh, I'm going to sell it in the Warrior Forum. It's going to sell for 2 weeks, and then or 2 days, and then on to the next project." But I really think that there's a market for this well outside the IM space. Just about anybody, professional business, whether they're a deli owner or a baker. Whatever. People can write books on their own expertise, and
yeah, I'm inspired to go after the deli owners after the night.
Yeah,
I don't
know why, but
it's a huge market. I mean, it's a huge market.
Deli owners that make wedding cakes.
Of course, I joke for Brad's sake, but I really mean that. I think anybody that has in any professional industry, there's so many people in professional industries that dream of writing a book, and they just don't think it's reality. So you can tap into those guys, and I think that a good way to tap into them is TV, radio, print, pay-per-click. Go after the direct response ad campaigns outside of the internet even. I think that there's a huge market for that. You can even suck them in with a free offer or whatever. But there's a million different ways to go after it outside the IM space, and I think you're right on target by mentioning that. You're looking for a partner that's going to do half the work. I'm looking for somebody that I can give money to and make a return on my investment. So, because I just don't have the time to sink into somebody else's project. But again, I wish you the best of luck, and I think that you have the right mindset. So just keep thinking outside the IM market, and I think you'll do well.
Okay.
Okay, so from here, did James want to say something?
Yeah, I met Chris down in Texas, so I've already had a chance to speak with him. He's a good guy and everything. I think, as far as me, I'm not a Kindle guy, and the only offer that I would have made would have had to do with the possibility of hooking you up with Bobby, and of course Dave Gwynn, they just did like 5,000 copies of their Kindle software. But that's a maybe deal, and I don't think maybe deals are really a good thing to go on, so I don't have an offer for you, but I was going to make another suggestion.
Sure.
I think something like this would go well if you could, talk to the guys over like AppSumo. This is the type of stuff that would do really well with, their marketplace as well. So I'm out as far as offers go, but Chris, I think you got a good thing, and
I appreciate your advice there, James.
AppSumo would be a killer thing. You might want to, just knowing the people that are there, I'm really good friends with one of the guys who's done business with their director of operations, so I can put you in contact with who that can then put you in contact. But you might need to sexy up like the PowerPoint slides a little bit because they're a little bit like the content looks good just the way you do it, but just like a blue background slide, I don't think it's going to get the job done for what they're going to do. But they can put 15 to 20 grand in sales off of it at a similar price to what you want. They'll probably drop it a little bit to like 67 or 77 or 97 at the tops, but that's still money that you don't have to do shit for. They just cut you a check. They do all the support. They do all the affiliate, their side of it, and then they give you, I don't know what the exact percentage is, but that's basically all you have to do is that you just put it in front of their audience.
Okay.
So, but that would be a really good idea of just building up what James said.
Okay, thanks.
That's a great piece of advice there. Do we have any other offers on the table?
I'd like to talk in a minute. The show. I got questions.
Okay, go ahead, take the floor.
Is there anybody else that wants to go first? Because I don't want to. I mean, I was last this time, so.
Go, dude. Yeah, go.
I'm just fucking around. Dude, I love this. I think one of my major concerns is the way the content is actually presented. I had one question for you as far as when you scrolled down earlier, it looked like you had some sort of PDF. What was that PDF down at the bottom?
Oh, there's a for this module. There's a worksheet that you can download to.
Okay.
It's really just a place to list niches that you're considering, and then another worksheet that goes with the video that shows them how to evaluate it. Basically, ask some questions of process of elimination.
Okay.
And then the videos explain how to use them.
Okay, cool. So you're just giving them kind of watch the video, something to do so they can make sure they're getting through the videos correctly. Okay. What I'm interested in is I'm kind of where Stukes is. Like, this is right where I'm at, and I mean, my plan for the next year is to be big into Kindle, and that's a market that we're really looking to hit hard. We actually have a whole Facebook technique as to how to make sure we get on bestsellers list using Facebook groups and things like that and pages. So this is something I'm really going at hard right now. I'm extremely interested, but I can tell you right off the bat, I don't have a Kindle list. I don't have something that's straight Kindle. I'm kind of like most people in the room. But what I am interested in is I would love to be in a position to where we partnered up on this. I would love to have my name on this and to be a 50-50 partner, and for our names both to be up together in lights as we were the two people that put this product together. I would love to go through, and I love your name because I'm apparently the guy that doesn't know anything about names. So I'm just kidding. No, I love the name on this one. I would love to kind of pimp out some of the branding and make everything a little prettier.
Okay.
But I mean, that's part of what I think you're looking for. I have a team in place that we have a full-time graphics guy. I think the blue background, like they were talking about, I think that's an issue on the videos. But dude, that's the simplest thing in the world. I am extremely interested in this, and this is the kind of thing that I would go hard for as well, because this is where I'm going. This is something I'm wanting to do with our business, is get big into Kindle. And it looks like you've already got all the hard work done, man. It's a matter of us branding it and then making a lot of noise for you. So I am definitely interested in doing a 50-50 partnership with you as well.
Okay.
So
I'm wondering before you make that offer, Ben, and you just made it, I know, but before you finalize that, I'm wondering if James Sines is willing to go in on that with you, because he just had actually his partner Bobby Walker and Dave Gwendon just had a huge Kindle launch not too long ago. And if he thinks he can leverage that, that might be something you two might want to go in on. Not to cut Stukes out or anything, because I love Stukes. He's my boy.
Totally cut me out. No, I see how it is. No, hey, tell you what.
But I had to drop the bomb. I had to drop it.
You did drop it, but I got another one to drop. Hey, Chris, check it out.
Yes.
You've got a product here, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Here's what I can do for you, because Ben's a great guy to partner with. James would be a great guy to partner with. I'll tell you what I bring to experience, and that's experience in this market. Not exactly so much Kindle, but product creators. That's all I have in the IM niche. But also, just like EBR was talking about earlier, 99%, well, all right, 94% of my business is outside the internet marketing niche. Like I dabble in the internet marketing niche. I'm getting more into it, but 99% of it is outside of that market. And I know how to get traffic from outside of that market. I know how to get partners from outside of that market. I already have partners from outside of that market. So I've already formulated basically a plan, which is to take a dumbed down, like a very, very simple, basically a guide from what you already have, and put it out there as a loss leader in various markets and everything. Bring them into this course, which is a mid-level course, and then work with you on higher and higher courses until you can actually charge for coaching. And that would do a lot of things for you. One, it would build a list for you that I would share for you. Two, it would put you in the position where you're the expert on Kindle and you can actually start charging for coaching. Now, I know that a lot of these other guys can do that for you, but I formulated, you know, I've got a plan into place to where I can walk you through. I've already got content and everything that would supplement this thing. I've already got bonuses that would supplement it. I've already got a list that would supplement it, and I've already got connections that would supplement it as well.
So is there a counter here, or are you sticking to your original offer?
Wow. Wow.
I'm just considering both of these. Anyone else want to jump in?
So you got Dr. Ben and you've got Stooks, both offering you the same offer from different aspects, of course, but the same partnership.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not like bad-mouthing Dr. Ben at all, because that would be a great person to partner with.
No, we understand that.
Sounded like a paid-for by Robert Stooks ad to me.
Almost.
Oh.
This next.
Okay, so now that the smear campaign ad is over, we've got the two offers on the table: 50% partnership with Dr. Ben and his benefits and what he can bring to the table, and then 50% with Mr. Stooks and what he can bring to the table.
Does anyone else not spoken yet, or want to chime in?
Yeah, offers will come in. Yeah, offers will come in if they're coming. Otherwise, these are the two that are on the table.
Okay, I didn't know if anyone else had questions or comments or anything.
I think you did a really good job presenting. I think that's evidenced by the fact that you have two really amazing offers. It's a tough call. I got to say, if I were in your position, this would be a real tough decision.
Well, it's probably a good problem to have.
I'll tell you what I do. Just to make the.
I'm not going to knock Stooks. I'm not going to say anything bad about Stooks, unlike some people would.
Oh. That's so awful. I was building Ben up right there.
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, so it sounded like Stooks had a counter or a sweetener.
Ahead, Stooks. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, you know what? I will tell you. I'll tell you what. If to kind of sweeten my deal on it, because I know that I can. This is plug and play for me. So if you wanted to come to the dark side, which is the Stooks side, the Daredevil marketing side, I will just call me Knit. I will give you 100% of the loss leader. Like, we'll put out a little taste for lead generation on the Warrior Forum. We'll get that market into the door. I give you 100% of the profits on that. We still split the list, but I'll give you 100% of the profit on a loss leader that we generate, basically like a small WSO that we put out there, a product to feed into this mid-level course, and then we'll go 50-50 on everything above and beyond until we get to where you're actually coaching, and then I'm obviously not gonna take a percentage of whatever you get for coaching fees. But that's the position that I can see you in. If you already have that. So I didn't mean to knock on Dr. Ben. Seriously, he knows me, he's my boy and everything. So
Stooks just really wants this deal. It's very
it's a very good. It's a plug and play for me.
Plug and play.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and say, if he's giving you 100%, man, that's a hell of a deal.
Well, I just want to make it clear. I'm not giving you 100% on this actual product. I would give you 100% on a loss leader.
No, I understand what you're saying.
We put together beforehand.
To funnel into this project.
And then, but let Ben talk. I've talked enough.
I think Ben was being a gentleman.
All right, Chris, you've got your two deals on the table.
Does the doctor have anything else to say, or anyone else have anything to add or ask?
No, let me just say, man, I think the product, I'm not actually going through the product, but the product, the way you've got it set up, looks good. My big thing is there's a couple tweaks that need to be made to make this thing look really amazing and to be the kind of product you want it to be, which is not just a WSO, but something that you can sell out there and just blow it out of the water. I think this is a really great product, and no matter who you end up with, understand that I wanted a piece of this, and I think this is the kind of product that I would like to be what takes us into Kindle world. So I think you got a great product here. But
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
So, Chris, what are you doing?
Anyone, and is anyone else still in other than the two of you?
That is it.
All right. Well, I appreciate both of the offers. I'm going to have to go with Robert just for the sweetener.
All right, congratulations.
But I would have been thrilled with either one of you.
Scat, boom. I think Ben has name recognition on me right now. Scat, boom. I think Ben has name recognition on me. I'm going to have to buy Ben some beers in Orlando now. Hey, man, just get in touch with me. I'm glad to have a deal.
I will be there, too. I only live about 80 miles from there, so I'll be there.
Awesome.
So we'll see each
We'll
other in
meet you
3
there.
weeks. So we're good to
Excellent.
go.
Yeah, not even 3 weeks. It's more like a couple, right?
No, it's
Hey,
3.
uh,
It's 3.
Hey, Chris,
It's 3.
Congrats,
Yeah.
man.
Student sucks at math. So
I missed that last comment. Did it get bleeped? Are we bleeping now?
No, we're not bleeping.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I heard some words that should have been bleeped for bleeping.
Right.
Yes, Dr. Ben is being very bad.
I'm
Okay.
saying congrats. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on.
All right, I appreciate it.
No, I think it's be a great product for you guys, and keep me posted because I definitely want to know what's going on with it.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's
Keep
my
me-
condition.
Good luck,
I'll try and
Chris.
put you guys in touch with Bobby.
All right, great. I really appreciate that.
Thanks
There
a
you
lot.
go.
Yes.
You're going to be in Orlando too, right, James?
Oh yeah.
I think
I
thought you said that somewhere online.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Looks like that's
All right.
that's shaping
Cool.
up to be a big event there. So, congratulations, Chris. You got a deal
Thank
with
you very
Stoops
much.
and Daredevil Marketing.
Woohoo!
Good job.
The second Shark Tank deal.
And we only managed to smear one doctor, so
Hey,
we're
How many do we have on the call, though?
Seriously. Y'all are making me tear up. I'm feeling so guilty over here right now.
Who's next?
what's that?
Who's next?
Who's next?
Oh, who's next? We're moving on to, I want you guys to meet Naeem Syed. Naeem Syed has actually had over 15 years experience in different various aspects of IT development, having consulted with the largest of corporations. And recently, over the last couple of years, he's delved more into the internet marketing field. Naeem believes with the combination of the Shark Tank JV.com's vast experience and exposure and his background, he can truly create magic and set new records to inspire others into ever-expanding digital marketing field. He's all about setting those new records. And so I want you guys to help me welcome Naeem Syed.
what's up, Naeem?
What's up, Naeem?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
it's an awesome pitch.
Thank you. Yeah, I just figured.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we had a cutout when I changed him over to presenter. I apologize, guys. We'll pick him back up in a second.
Way to go, William.
I know, totally blew that one.
Show your screen. I'm just trying to. People can see your screen. Okay, can you see me? Well, my screen.
We can see your screen.
Okay. Which one do you see? What do you see?
We see
Because I've got two screens.
an email.
Let me see your email
Okay,
inbox.
so you're on the. So you've got my note. Just this one.
Did you see that? He was keeping tabs on you guys.
Can you see the slides? Can you see the slides or?
Yes, we
I can
the
see them.
slides.
Yep.
They're good to go.
Mobile domination.
Okay,
blueprint.
that's good. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to kind of get my head around things. I just recently got like 2 monitors, and it's confusing now because I never did any go to webinar on 2 monitors. So yeah, so thanks for the introduction, Willie, and really appreciate you guys having me on here. So I'll just quickly go over the sort of outline I made of everything, and yeah, then take it from there. So what is the actual product? The mobile domination blueprint. So it's mainly just a hands-on, over-the-shoulder video course. It's like a how-to training program that's just for beginners to get started in making some money with mobile CPA. And we will go through the members area quickly after the presentation. And I've so far invested nearly 10,000 in setting up the course in terms of consultancy, product creation, design, copywriting, softwares, and things like that. on with this. So why should anyone get involved with me on this? Basically, I believe my product funnel is pretty strong. I have 2 OTOs in the back. As for price points, I'm looking at $17 front end, $47 upsell, and a $197 upsell too. Again, we can go into further details after the presentation if you guys need. And I've got a very good designer do the graphics. He's been behind some of the very big WSOs in the past, and I had a very good copywriter help me on the copy on this, and he was behind One Shopping Cart, and he's got 25 years of copywriting experience, so I was quite lucky to kind of bend his arms on this. Yeah, the content's pretty solid from the reviews and feedbacks I've had so far. I had 3 people from the Warrior Forum reviewed so far, and I did ask them for a solid, honest review. And even after they gave me the review, I asked them, "Can you please make sure it's honest? If you have any kind of reservations, let me know." And they did confirm me that no, the course is pretty good, and they're happy with it. And the technique works. Basically, I've had another mobile CPA guy who's just doing it for the living, and he's making about 14 to 18,000 a month. And he's also had to go through the course, and he's also backing it up that this should be a good product to get people started. And I was very fortunate to get consultation from Jared Stevenson. A lot of his students went on to make big WSO launches in the past. So these are the sort of main strong points I see in terms of the product. As for the marketing strategies, I did try to kind of look at the JV route on the big WSO launches, and I found if I'm not known, it's very difficult to kind of get that going. So my initial idea before coming into Shark Tank JV was to just go with paid traffic sources, go with CPA, solo ads, and obviously it would be cool to actually use mobile CPA to promote a mobile CPA product. And then looking into a ClickBank launch, I just believe their platform is pretty solid in terms of managing affiliates and commissions, and if I can somehow tap into some big ClickBank JV managers, that would be a pretty solid thing to look into. And I'm also looking at doing a Kindle launch. And speaking of this, I have a writer working on with my product to give me a finished Kindle book by 25th of September. So I'm looking to launch it on the Kindle, build some solid authority leads through that to feed it straight into the sales funnel on this. So that's like the route I would normally go. So I'm again open to suggestions and ideas. So yeah, so if you are interested, how can you help? As I mentioned before, I'm not well known in the internet marketing community, and if you're able to help launch it big on Warrior Forum or on the internet, I would definitely like to know exactly what it is you feel you can help me with. In particular, I believe the points I would need some help on would be JV brokering, brand, and any other suggestions you guys can make. And what can I offer? I'm looking to offer 10% of the net revenue to have one shark on board, 20% of the net for if there's 2 sharks wanting to come in on this. But it's pretty much capped at that, so it doesn't keep going where 10 sharks come in and they get 100% of it. So it's 20% for 2 or more, and I'm looking for a funding of a grand sum of, ready for this, $0 from the sharks. So basically, I think if you guys can help me fill out the missing blocks that I have, then that would be enough for me to, turn it into something big and, again, see if we can set some records. So I'll bring in the members area. Shall I do that and just let you guys have a quick look?
Yeah, go ahead and do that, and we're going to hear from Ryan McKinney first.
Thanks for letting me go first, but I'm offline. This isn't.
Hi, Ryan. I lost you there.
Yeah, Ryan, I think you cut out.
No, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still clear now.
Okay. No, yeah, I was just saying I'm an offliners. There's nothing I can really, help you with here, so I'll pass on to so many other guys here.
Next in line, Robert Stukes.
I'm good, man. I just I think it's pretty cool. You got a. Well, I just wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna pass.
James Sides.
Okay.
The biggest thing that I've seen, I'm not real big into CPA and stuff like that. First of all, I want to say that Jared Stevenson, great guy consult. Jared was actually one of my first coaches a couple of years ago.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Good move on that.
Wow.
The biggest thing that I think you're going to have problems with is the percentage. What you're asking for is for somebody to go out there and use their resources, and it's going to take a lot of time. And every time you go out and hit up JVs, you're using up some of what I would call your JV goodwill. If I ask my JVs to promote me today, I can't turn around and ask them next week to promote for me again and again and again. And most people that have, are in the position to help you out are not going to take this deal for, less than 50% would probably be a bottom dollar, and a lot of people, would probably be looking at more than that. Again, me personally, I'm not into CPA. I don't know that much about it, and so, I wouldn't be interested. But it looks like a good course from what I can tell. Obviously, if you consulted with Jared, I think you probably got a strong product. So I wish you luck with it.
Okay.
Thank you, James.
So James is out. E. Brian Rose, you're up.
Hey, great presentation, man. I appreciate it, but it really just, it doesn't stand out from the rest of the courses that are out there, and I'm going to have to take a pass on it. But I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, Dr. Ben Atkins.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has some potential. I'm not seeing like EBR says, I'm not seeing that super strong hook that just makes it different than everything else out there. And I mean, as far as me being interested in partnering up on it, 10 to 20%. I mean, I can't even think about it. It's the kind of money that it costs us to do a launch. 50% can be hard sometimes. So I'm out, man. But I wish you the best of luck with it.
Okay, so next up is going to be Brad Spencer.
Well, first off, I'll tell you, I think the fact that you've gotten with Jarrett is really good. Like James said, he's not been one of my coaches, but we've connected, and some of his students have come to me, and he refers a lot of people to me. So that's cool. The 10 to 20% net is a problem because it's looking like you need a JV broker based on what you're needing, and you don't need any capital. You're going to need 10 to 20. You're going to need 10 to 20% of the gross just to get anyone who's worth your time to want to jump on board for this. And if you need a partner to launch it, like Ben said, 50% is on the low side, just because there's a lot of overhead that needs to be done. I think that's something that a lot of people underestimate. Is that we need a lot of people, and not necessarily my business, but a lot of the people here on the panel have X dollars a day they need to make just to pay their programmers or staff members, or hosting because of whatever their business is, things like that. So other than that, I think if we dress this up a little bit, I think you got something. I'm sure the quality's good because Jarrett wouldn't let you come on to this or set something up if it wouldn't be quality. I know he's 100 for 100 on the quality front. So I think you're there. We need to dress it up a little bit, and we need to make this a little bit of a richer deal because even for a broker, 10% of net is not enough. It's more like 20% of gross to get any broker that's worth your time. And I'm not saying there's not brokers that would take it for less, but anyone who's worth their weight in gold, who's actually going to make you money and be trustworthy, is going to want that kind of money because they know they can get it.
So what sort of figure did you have in mind to make it worthwhile for you guys?
Like I said, No, I'm not making an offer because I don't think I can help you. I'll be honest with you. I just don't think I'm in a position, especially with mobile offers. I'm not in a position to do the service. So I'm not going to try to help you and build your hopes up and not be able to deliver the goods. But what I'm saying is because I do a lot of my business is JV stuff and hooking up and matchmaking. It's a little different than like a launch manager. It's matchmaking. And I'm paid into the thousands and thousands of dollars flat, which ends up working out to more than 20% of gross a lot of times. And my people are happy to pay that because they know, like I just did one of my recent students did something with EBR, and he's got another $1,000 continuity income coming off. So my fee is really small compared to what the student's getting. So what I'm saying to you is sweeten up your offer, what you're offering people, and then we can dress this up, and then you probably will hit a lot of better people because I think that's the two problems that you're facing right now, just like what everybody else kind of said. So I'm out, but I think you got something here, and I'd consider it at least just because Jarrett's been seeing this and worked with you before.
Okay, so next in line, we actually have a special surprise guest, Shark, and that is Don Wilson. Don, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't actually get to see the product get presented, though.
Okay, then you're up next for the. That means every Shark is out. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a deal struck here. So you got some really good advice here. I think you ought to take that to heart and
appreciate that.
Implement that. So yeah, excellent. All right, so we're moving on to the final offer here. Let me change over the screens here. Okay, and I would like you guys to meet John O'Bland. John O'Bland's a 22-year-old currently working as a technical support analyst at an Insurance Australia group. In his previous role, he was dealing with direct sales and marketing, but he's always been technical when it comes to computers, which is why he's moved into his current role. He's currently living in Wellington, New Zealand, with a partner of 2 years. In his spare time, he spends a bit of time at the gym as well as a lot of internet marketing, which is what's brought him here. John was looking to replace his current income with internet marketing and has made a start by releasing a WarriorForum special offer earlier this year in 2012, which brought in about $2K for him in the first week before dying down. Since then, he's dabbled in a few areas of internet marketing, making a bit of money here and there, but has realized that the real money is in the product launches. Jono has spent the last month planning and creating the following product, which is about to be shared with you now, and he believes that with the right support, this launch will be huge. The only thing lacking is his reputation and how to get this product heard. So please help me welcome John O'Bland.
Hey, John.
Hey.
Okay, now, John, you're gonna cut out for a second while I make you the presenter here.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we can see your screen. Cool. You're good to go.
Awesome.
See my screen?
Great to see you, man.
Yeah, cheers. Just if anybody has a problem with my accent, let me know. I'm from New Zealand, obviously. Wanted to start off by saying thanks for the opportunity, and let's just get right to the point. Cool. So my product's called The Middleman, and so the basic concept of the program is to attract clients who need services. So this is local clients, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and get these services outsourced. So we're pretty much handing the information from the clients through to the outsourcers. So we're exactly what I mean by middlemen. No work, and we're getting a cut out of it. So yeah, making money without doing any work. So the selling point, obviously make money without having to do any work. So through my course, I focus a lot on using the client's trust as leverage. Obviously, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, they like dealing with the local people rather than going online to get these services done. So we're going to focus on that a lot. And also, it's almost a set and forget type local advertising. So when I used to do this, I've made a bit of money off it myself. I spent about 40 minutes advertising, and that was enough to bring me in 3 $1,000 website offers. So pretty much 40 minutes work brought me $3,000, so that's a good selling point there. Price points. Front end is a video training course. I'll show you in the members area after this. So I'm going to start there on the WarriorForum as a $7 offer on a dime sale, going up to $17. And the one-time offer is an additional video training, which actually teaches people how to turn this into a physical business, as opposed to just finding clients and selling them services. You'll have a proper business and you'll be more established. And it comes with a WordPress theme, and that's going to be $17 to $27 in a dime sale. The course outline. So first is obviously the course breakdown. We'll go into the setup, so getting everybody set up and ready to go. Choosing a niche. Building a team of contractors, so this is going to be on Odesk. I go through obviously how to choose a good worker, and for niche research I'll walk them through exactly how to pick a profitable niche. And then we'll go into getting clients. So I've actually got two techniques for this. One of them is obviously the local one I was talking about, and the other one will be using Craigslist. And I go through that in more detail in the course. And then payment and info, so obviously changing hands, letting the money change hands and getting all the info done. And then I'm going to finish off with an action plan, so they're not left with all this kind of knowledge without knowing what to do with it. It's going to walk them right through how to kind of put it into play and make some money off it. So this is the members area here. After the slideshow I'll actually go in and physically show you, but that's just a little screenshot of the members area. So what I want, I need exposure. I don't need money to kind of invest. I need exposure. Obviously, I'm quite new in the internet marketing industry, so I don't actually have a name for myself. So exposure, obviously affiliates, so affiliate broker or somebody who can find people that would be willing to promote for me, and help with the sales letter. At the moment I've got the website and the one-time offer all set up. Funnel is in the works, and the sales letter I have, but I feel it could be a bit better. And yeah, thank you again for the opportunity. Yep.
Can I jump in here? Is that the end?
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, I just made it nice and short.
Is that the end?
5 minutes. So yep.
So I'm just going to. I'm breaking alphabetical order and whatever William's running this.
Offers only, break order. Offers only, break order.
I wrote down. I got a lot of questions because from what I saw in that very short presentation, is things that I really like. How to build a business, learn how to pay. You've been a middleman, learn how to outsource. You said that you've proven this, or you've done this and sold something before. So, two-part question: you have social proof, and what is the service that you're teaching to provide?
Okay, so the service is when we go through niche research. Originally, we'll go through Craigslist. I use Search Tempest for this. So we kind of find what people are after and what services these kind of locals need. So it could be anything from logo design, website creation, any of that kind of stuff, kind of company rebranding, any of that. And I kind of teach people to focus on the one niche to start off with, but obviously because you're not actually doing the work, you can broaden that and have as many niches as you want going. So we'll go through to find exactly what service you feel comfortable with providing.
So you're going to you intend to teach people to pick a service they're comfortable with, and then how to find an outsourcer on, you said Odesk?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Obviously, you guys will know a lot about Odesk, but you can actually hire workers and get them in your team.
Yeah. I know about Odesk. And okay, so you said the OTO was a theme. That theme is already done.
Yep. So I've got the theme created. It's based as a local business WordPress theme, and the video is teaching people how to, rather than just go out and find clients, they establish themselves as a local business who are offering these services.
So the themes for the would-be offline consultant.
Yep. That's correct.
And I'm sorry, did you say you had social proof on like emails or anything back and forth from clients, or because you said you had sold some of these before?
Yep. So I've actually I sold 3 websites. So the method I used for these ones, I actually put up a few flyers on local notice boards, which were at cafes, libraries, and supermarkets. From there, I also handed out some flyers to these local cafes just to have them kind of sitting there. So try to get my name out in the kind of the small local kind of area. From there, I got 3 website deals. I actually paid $150 per website through Odesk. These were just basic WordPress websites, and I sold them off for $1,000 each. So yeah, it wasn't $3,000 net profit, but yeah, not far from. I've got.
Well, it sounds like you are teaching people how to sell web design, not anything they want. So I think you should stick with that, like how to actually sell websites. I'm not completely sold. I'm just interested with other people. You know, if anybody else wants to make an offer, so I'll pass it off to whoever wants to jump in.
Yep, that's fine.
That's going to go to Brad Spencer in the list.
All right. I really I like your presentation. I don't do offline marketing myself, though I can tell you you need a lot of JV help, and that's what I do. So I'll give you advice on that. There's a couple people here in this panel that could change your life, and I won't speak for them. Rymac is obviously just spoke, so he's one of them. I think if you dial this thing in and really take it somewhere, that it could make you a lot of money. And if you get this ironed out with somebody, I'd be happy to take a look at your JV campaign and help you get some exposure. I think, just to give you an idea, the whole the fact that you're from New Zealand, from an American audience, and I know it sounds cheesy, but selling with that is a really good idea, because there's something about accents with American customers that they just buy more. It sounds stupid, but it's just speaking the facts. It's a really good marketing perspective, and it's also just a pattern interrupt in and of itself. So you can do some really cool things with that. So that's kind of my supplementary offer. If you do take an offer, I'd be happy to help you look over your JV campaign and get some exposure, because I think the way you presented it was really concise, and I appreciate that. And even though there's some questions, just the fact that you're respectful of people's time is a positive in my mind. So that's kind of where I stand. I'd be happy to help out if someone else wants to take the lead and just kind of help on the side for really no money. I don't really care about the money. I just want to see you successful. So that's kind of my half offer. If there's somebody else.
Well, yeah, thanks for that feedback.
Absolutely.
Don Wilson, you're next in line.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. The slide, what you guys needed help with a copy critique, you need help with affiliates. What was that last slide before the thank you? If you can go to it.
Before the
what you need slide at the end.
Okay, that was just a screenshot of the members area.
The next one.
Next one, the course outline.
Other way.
Other way.
Need.
Oh, what I need. Sorry about that.
There you go. What you need. So you need exposure, affiliates, and sales letter critique. From what I saw on your little bit of presentation that you've given me, let me just give you some angles that I see from a sales letter. Okay, you've got some proof, right? I think Brian fleshed that out. You do have some proof of concept?
Yep.
Okay, so you've got that. What you want to do is, and what you said on the slide earlier, which immediately turned me away from the offer, was you said the selling point was making money without doing the work. And when you do that and you try and use that in the sales letter, it takes away all believability. When someone actually, have you ever been a buyer and you've looked at a sales letter and said, well, if this works so well, why are they selling it? Whenever you use that as a selling point, it gets really hard to answer that buyer skepticism. So what I think you should do with this, I didn't see the product yet, from what I see in here, is you should frame it more of as a simple, scalable, and repeatable. And I think you would actually get a lot better sales letter and a lot better product format. And then it'd be easier to pitch the OTO, because you can kind of explain to them on the process of the sales page what's going on, so they understand how the OTO enhances what they just bought. And I think that'll help you come along with the sales letter a lot better.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's a big help.
I could help you with a critique later. I'd have to, for percentage-wise, I'd have to see. I mean, I wouldn't really do a percentage-wise on a critique. They're not cheap, but go with that, and then if you need one later still, get with Jarrett, and I'm sure I can help you out.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
Okay, so next up is Dr. Ben Atkins.
What has been, I just got to ask the question, I mean, obviously the exposure and the affiliates, but what has been, you think, the main thing holding you back so far?
The main thing holding me back?
Yeah, like, what's the thing that you just feel like you can't get over on your own right now?
So,
longer too?
So at the moment, because I've been internet marketing kind of dabbling for the last year, but recently I've been obviously going more serious. There has been a lot of stuff that's been holding me back in my personal life, such as I was out of a job for a while. Obviously that should have been a calling to go hard at internet marketing, but instead I was out there trying to find a job. I'm now settled into my new job and all of that. I've got a lot more flexible hours. I was working shift work. But yeah, I've got a lot of time. I've finally got my partner on board with all of this, so I've got a lot more time than I had. So yeah, obviously this would be a huge kind of kickstart for me.
Okay. Who, and kind of playing off of that, who is the person that this is going to help? Like, who is this for? Like, when you were putting this together, who is the person you were thinking of that this is really aimed at, and what do they get on the back end of it? What is the giant, if you could sum up the benefit in one, the 2 sentences, what do you think that would be?
So it would benefit people who are looking at offline marketing. It's obviously an offline marketing product. The huge benefit is the amount of work you actually have to put in to make the money. As I was trying to kind of show before, that it is almost a fully set and forget type marketing. So it's the amount of time for the amount that you could get back is just it's huge.
Okay.
As I've found myself, but I prefer kind of working online as opposed to offline personally. So that's
No, I totally get you there. I'll just kind of give you this, and like I said, I really appreciate the length of the presentation too. I think that's good, but I am not in a position to where I understand enough of the bits and pieces of it yet, and that's probably me being ADD, so don't feel bad. That's probably me. But if nobody else comes up with anything tonight, it's something that I would like to look at further and kind of get the nuts and bolts of it. I don't want to take anything away from anybody else, obviously, but I'm interested. I just don't know how interested I am yet, and I realize the show, it's an offer or not, but I'm not ready to make an offer yet. So.
okay. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for that.
I'm gonna step in there a little bit because I don't know what it is, but I feel like my gut's telling me there's some more here than we're able to articulate. I'd be willing to get on an hour Skype consult with you and kind of flesh this out, minus the guys of this panel, kind of lasering a hole into you while you're presenting. So if you want some help articulating this offer better, because I feel like there's something here we're just not hearing everything. So that's my offer as a temporary, unless somebody else wants to jump on board and then my previous offer applies. But I feel like there's something here. I mean, middleman marketing. I don't know. There's something here that brings some value. So I'll jump in on that.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
You got a cool name.
It's
You got a cool name. So yeah, dude, that's awesome.
No, I think you're. I think it's a cool name probably. This is Ryan Mac. I think you're on to something. I like what you have set up and what you're trying to teach, because I'm huge about teaching outsourcing and selling a website for $1,000 and then only paying $150 to get it built. That's how I built my businesses. But it's just, for me, it's not unique enough. There's just something that it just doesn't jump out and just make me want to grab it. So for me, I think you got a cool product. I think you need to take up Brad on his free work that he wants to give you, but I'm out from my side.
Okay, let's move on to EBR.
Hey, so it sounds like you've got a great concept. I mean, outsourcing, I'm big on outsourcing myself. I try to push people to learn outsourcing the best they can, because, I mean, just, having somebody else do the work for you is always better than you doing it yourself or learning it yourself. So, I mean, I think this is an important topic that people need to learn in the IM space. And I don't think you'll have a problem selling it if the product is actually as good as you say it is. But I'm looking at this What I Need page. You need exposure, you need affiliates, and you need a sales letter critique. To me, it sounds like you need an affiliate manager. And, I don't think coming to the Shark Tank for an affiliate manager was the right move for you. I think you should be finding out who the best affiliate managers are, and they're the ones that are going to help you get this exposure and get these affiliates. That's what they do. And they take a much smaller percentage than what you would expect from a panel like this. and they do it usually for about 10%. You know, I'm not sure exactly what the cool kids are charging these days, but you know, guys like Anthony Aries, Karen McDonough, these guys are great affiliate managers. They take great products and they match them up with great affiliates. And there's your exposure, there's your affiliates, and I'm sure that if they're worth their salt, they'll critique your sales page as well. So, you know, I'm going to pass on this. I don't think that what you need is someone like me, because I'm not an affiliate manager. I don't spend hours a day building the relationships with affiliates just to ask them to, you know, match them up with such and such a product. That's not my job. That's not what I do. I was looking for something that I could invest money in and get a return on investment, and it just doesn't look like that's what you need from me. So I'm going to pass on this, and I wish you the best of luck. I think you should go looking for an affiliate manager.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
Good advice. James Sides, you are up.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I like the presentation. I think that there's a lot of, you know, promise to it. And I actually did a product. I don't think my product was as in-depth as yours is. I did it maybe a year ago on, you know, basically what we call brokering, you know, brokering deals. I had some friends that were actually doing it, making pretty good money with it, and it did really well. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think we sold, you know, a few thousand copies over a week or something, and then it was never meant to be a long-term thing. It was just a lead gen thing, you know. So I think you can do this. I think you can sell it. And you can get lots of leads. Me personally, it's not really up my alley anymore, so I'd have to pass. But you know, I think you should definitely consider taking Brad up on his offer from earlier.
Okay, cool. It's good to know that it is a sellable niche. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, when I did it basically a friend of mine had a product, and he was kind of in the same position you're in. Okay, he didn't have any affiliates. He hadn't really had any exposure. He'd done some WSOs, but had never had any real luck. I think he sold like 50 or something, and you know, he basically said, "Hey, look, you know, I'll give you the list, and I just want to get my name out there, and then I can build off of that." And so it was kind of a no-brainer for me. You know, I looked over the product, looked over the sales page. You know, may have taken 2 or 3 hours of my time, put my name on it, launched it, you know, and got me a fresh list. So it was a total no-brainer at that point. You know, now I'm a little bit busier with things, and so it's not so much. But I think you can definitely sell it. So, you know, don't give up on it for sure.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Excellent. Okay, next in line, Stukes.
Yo, I think you got a great premise there, and if Brad wants to put out something on the table, I would definitely go with that. He's got name recognition and everything. It's just you know, it's 2 puzzle pieces that fit together. I think you should go with that.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
So then you can take Brad up on his offer to have your offer taken a look at by Brad individually on a very intense level, which I know he's, you know, that's what Brad is. Brad is the pro at that. By the way, he kind of undersold himself on that. he's known for that, and so you know, he makes people a lot of money doing that. So, are you going to take Brad Spencer up on his offer?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it will be a help, kind of breaking down exactly what the unique selling points and all that can be. So yeah, I'll definitely take Brad up on that.
Cool. Perfect. Okay, and I think you got a lot of good advice here today. That actually, let me change the screens here really quickly. That actually concludes all the offers that are going to be shown this evening, and I just want to wrap this up with a couple of things here. If you have a great idea, then we want you to visit SharkTankJV.com and submit your project. Please go to the Vendors tab and enter your project to be considered for the show. One last thing, and this is for you guys, including vendors and sharks. Be sure to email to support@SharkTankJV.com. The product name, your launch date, and the payment option you're going to choose. Okay? Be sure you enter that information into the email again at support@SharkTankJV.com. Have no idea why I had an also there. Apparently I was going to say something else but lost it, so let's take that right out. All right, guys, that's it. Okay, sorry, looking at some of the comments. Okay, so with that being said, if there's anything anybody else would like to say, morals of the story, Brad, you got another deli comment, or?
I don't know, man. If anyone wants to, I would love to speak in front of the panel and make my return to the Worldwide Deli Federation. You know,
oh God.
to spring for 40 grand to drop on a new deli, I'd be happy to do that. I know the market. I know the market in my area. They're opening another restaurant, so I can compete. There's demand for it.
Is there a gong button
what kind
that
of
we can
percent do I get?
kind of gong him and a hook comes out and
all
pulls
your
Brad
SEO.
away from his computer? Because I'm pressing it right now. I'm pressing the hell out of it.
The Shepherd's Hook off the stage. I feel like I'm getting the Shepherd's Hook off the stage. So
Can I get a 90% stake?
Hey, you know, I have some final words for all of the presenters, if that's allowed. I know a lot of them are still listening right now.
Final words of wisdom from EBR. Everybody got their beer ready?
I have no doubt that you know, all 5 presenters tonight have great products. You know, of course, it's difficult to assess what a product is just by hearing the table of contents, basically. You know, until you see it, you can't give a critique of it. So when you're presenting a Shark Tank situation or looking for investors for your product, you have to have something that really stands out, not just, hey, I got another course on this product, or I've got another course in this. My recommendation is don't stop looking for people to help you. I mean, that's a good thing. Every business owner, every wise business owner looks for help, whether it's from investors or possible JV partners or whatnot. So continue looking for help, but when you approach these people, you have to have a hook. You have to have, hey, this is what I'm doing. You have to have something that's sexy, that grabs their attention. There has to be a hook, and that hook has to be delivered in the first probably 30 seconds of your presentation. Is that a drum roll I'm hearing? So
Sounds like keyboard.
All right.
You
So,
guys hear me typing? I'm sorry, my Skype's blowing
It's a
up.
construction
Sorry.
site going on.
yeah. So that's my final advice to all of the presenters here today. You know, congratulations on your products. You know, because obviously you put a lot of hard work into it. Now you need to put just as hard of work into actually coming up with a short 2-minute pitch that's really going to get somebody excited to work with you. And not to take away from the, I mean, not to take away from the presentations, you know, because, you know, they were, most of them were excellent, you know, but just my 2 seconds of advice.
But I mean, EBR, I love what EBR is saying, and is because that's really what we do with every launch. We're making a 2-minute pitch to affiliates. We're making a 2-minute pitch to our customers. That's the whole game. If you can't get it done quickly, they're gone. And I mean, no, that's great. I just wanted to get on because I have to jump out, but I wanted to say thank you to all the presenters tonight. I know you guys are taking time out of your evening to come in here and get ripped apart, so I really appreciate you guys. But thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here, and glad to have everybody here as far as presenters too. So if there's nothing else,
I'm gonna rip into somebody real quick, William. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. On your slides, you gotta spell check those things beforehand to get all those red squiggly out.
Absolutely.
Other than that, though, no, I wanted to just wanted to say thanks, you know, to everybody as well, both you know, people presenting and the other people on the panel. I had a great time, and I'm gonna cut out. My little girl went to bed about 10 minutes ago, and it's kind of a nightly thing. I tuck her in and read her stories. So I'm gonna jump out, but I really appreciate all you guys, and look forward to seeing, you know, the results from some of these deals made.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, you have a great night, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Night.
See you guys.